The 7 Secrets to Self-Confidence by Levy Holiday Greene. Episode 5. Self-Confidence and Life Transformation. Welcome to Continuous Elevation, Beyond Self-Confidence, a podcast series dedicated to those who aspire to transform their lives by cultivating deep and lasting self-confidence. Through this series, we delve into what makes self-confidence not only a powerful feeling, but an essential foundation for realizing our boldest dreams and living a truly fulfilling life. Each episode is an invitation to explore different aspects of self-confidence, to understand how it is built, nurtured, and most importantly, how it can become the catalyst for profound personal transformation. Whether you are at the beginning of your journey towards better self-esteem or seeking to deepen an already established confidence, this series offers you inspiring stories, practical advice, and deep reflections to guide you. We will share stories of real people who have overcome seemingly insurmountable obstacles, reached unexpected heights, and made significant changes in their lives, simply by relying on the strength of their self-confidence. These narratives will not fail to touch you, motivate you, and perhaps even transform you. Continuous Elevation, Beyond Self-Confidence is more than just a podcast series. It is a community of hearts and minds resolved to grow, to rise, and to shine. Join us on this moving and liberating journey. Together, let's discover how far self-confidence can lead us. Hello everyone, and welcome to this special episode of Continuous Elevation, where we celebrate the power of self-confidence not only to light our path, but also to propel us towards remarkable life transformations. Today, we will explore together how cultivating solid self-confidence can be the catalyst for deep and positive changes in our lives. Get ready to be inspired by true stories of people who dared to believe in themselves and reaped extraordinary fruits. Let's start with the extraordinary role that self-confidence plays in our ability to significantly transform our lives. When we talk about life transformation, we refer to those moments when, thanks to a profound inner change, our external reality begins to metamorphose in a concrete and lasting way. What is life transformation? Life transformation is a profound process of change that affects the way we perceive ourselves, the way we interact with the world, and the outcomes we achieve. It can involve career changes, health improvements, renewed relationships, or even a new life direction fully aligned with values and aspirations dear to us. This kind of transformation is often triggered by a moment of realization, where one decides to make a bold choice or follow a long-neglected passion. The link between self-confidence and life transformation. Self-confidence is at the heart of any life transformation. It serves as a driving force to 1. Overcome fear. The fear of failure, the unknown, or judgment can often paralyze us and prevent us from taking the necessary risks for change. Strong self-confidence allows us to overcome these fears, giving us the courage to try new things and persevere despite challenges. 2. Make choices aligned with our values. To truly transform our lives, we must make choices that reflect our true beliefs and values. Self-confidence helps us recognize our intrinsic worth, allowing us to make choices that are in harmony with our true selves. 3. Inspire and influence others. When we are confident, we have a more significant impact on those around us. Our own transformation can then become a source of inspiration for others, encouraging them to embark on their own personal development journey. Cultivating self-confidence for life transformation. To nurture the confidence necessary for profound transformation, consider these steps. Regularly challenge your limits. Engage in new activities that push you out of your comfort zone. Each challenge overcome strengthens your sense of competence and your confidence in your ability to handle uncertainty. Practice self-reflection. Take time to reflect on your successes, even the smallest ones. This reinforces belief in your capabilities and nourishes a positive self-image. Surround yourself with support. Seek the support of friends, family, or mentors who believe in you and encourage your ambitions. Their support can strengthen your own belief in your possibilities. Dear listeners, life transformation guided by solid self-confidence is not a myth, but a reality accessible to each of us. When we commit to believing in ourselves and acting accordingly, the limits of what we can accomplish expand incredibly. Prepare to embark on this transformative journey, knowing that the key to your future is already within you. Let's elevate together. Let's discover together vibrant tales of transformation, living proof of the power of self-confidence. 1. Benjamin's turn. Imagine Benjamin, a man who, for years, allowed himself to be carried by the currents of external expectations, playing a role in a script written by others. His life, though successful on the surface, left him with a persistent sense of emptiness, as if he were a spectator of his own existence. It was during a personal development seminar, facing the question that was posed to him, that Benjamin experienced a moment of revelation. If you had total self-confidence, what would you do differently? This inquiry resonated with him like a call to awakening. For the first time, Benjamin allowed himself to listen to his own voice, to acknowledge his dreams stifled by years of conformity. The realization that his deepest desire was to teach, to share his passion and knowledge, marked the beginning of a radical metamorphosis. Imagine the courage it took for Benjamin to leave the world of finance, a field where he had built his career, to plunge into the unknown of professional retraining. Every step towards his new goal, from resuming his studies to preparing his first classes, was fraught with uncertainties, but also with growing excitement, the excitement of getting closer to his authenticity. Today, standing before his students, Benjamin embodies confidence and passion. His decision to change careers reflects not only a quest for meaning, but also testifies to his confidence in his ability to create a life in harmony with his deepest values. His story inspires his students and all who hear it, illustrating that self-confidence is the true engine of change. Dear listeners, Benjamin's story teaches us a valuable lesson. It is never too late to reinvent ourselves, to listen to our hearts and follow our true calling. Self-confidence is the compass that guides us to our true path, allowing us to navigate through changes with courage and determination. May you find in Benjamin's tale the inspiration to listen to your own voice and take the reins of your destiny, remembering that the only approval you need is your own. 2. John's journey. John had grown up considering himself the archetype of the introvert, finding comfort and security in the familiar routine of his daily life. The very idea of traveling alone, of facing the unknown, seemed like an insurmountable challenge to him. However, over the years, a small inner voice began to whisper the desire for adventure, nourished by blogs and videos of solo travelers roaming the globe. One winter evening, as he read the account of a solo traveler crossing Mongolia on a motorcycle, John realized that he did not want to let his shyness define the limits of his life. He began with small steps, setting himself the goal of visiting a new place in his hometown every weekend, whether it was an unexplored cafe or a museum he had always ignored. Each outing forced him to interact, even briefly, with strangers. These interactions, though minor, were his small victories, moments where he chose to push his limits rather than be ruled by fear. Encouraged by his progress, John planned his first solo adventure outside his country. a trip to Southeast Asia. This 3-week journey turned into 6 months of exploration, during which John visited ancient temples, sailed to remote islands, and above all, met people from all walks of life. Each new encounter was a lesson, each challenge overcome a reinforcement of his self-confidence. This journey not only changed John's perception of himself, it redefined his conception of the world. He discovered an inner strength he did not know he possessed, an ability to adapt, to communicate despite the language barrier, and to appreciate the richness of each present moment. Back home, John was no longer the same man. He had not only brought back memories and stories of his adventures, but also a new self-confidence that illuminated his life. The horizons he had opened while traveling solo testified to the liberating power of self-confidence, proving that even the most introverted can become explorers of the world and their own potential. 3. Jack's journey. Imagine Jack, an individual who, in the silence of his own company, struggled against the chains of isolation and shyness. These invisible barriers confined him to a restricted world, where opportunities for growth and connection seemed out of reach. However, it was in the seemingly simple act of turning to volunteering that Jack found the key to open the door to a new world of possibilities. By choosing to serve others, Jack embarked on a transformative journey, a voyage that took him far beyond assisting his community. Every volunteer project, every interaction became a step towards discovering his own worth. Jack learned that his presence had an impact, that his actions could bring change and comfort to those in need. Imagine the feeling of accomplishment and connection that Jack experienced, he who had long doubted his ability to fit in and contribute. Volunteering offered him a space where his shyness gradually dissipated, replaced by growing assurance. The bonds he forged within his community became pillars of support, strengthening his social and emotional confidence. Jack's journey is a powerful testament that sometimes the path to self-confidence lies in altruism, in giving of oneself. By helping others, Jack not only discovered his ability to make a positive change, but also realized that he possessed unsuspected leadership potential. This path of service revealed to him that his true strength lay in his ability to connect, motivate, and inspire. Dear listeners, Jack's story shows us that even in our moments of doubt and uncertainty, we have within us the strength to overcome our own obstacles by turning to others. Volunteering, as Jack discovered, is not only a gift to those we help, but also a powerful vehicle for personal transformation. May you find in Jack's tale the inspiration to explore how serving others can be a path to your own fulfillment and self-confidence. 4. Jade's journey. Imagine Jade, a woman who often found herself in the shadow of her anxiety and doubts, an inner struggle that made each day heavier than the last. The prospect of facing new challenges seemed to her like an insurmountable mountain, with each failed attempt only fueling her cycle of self-doubt. However, the turning point in Jade's journey began with a seemingly modest decision to set small achievable goals. This strategy, simple on the surface, proved to be a powerful method of transformation. Every goal reached, no matter how minor, became an additional brick in the building of her self-confidence. Imagine the sensation of victory, the feeling of accomplishment that Jade felt with each small success. Each task completed, reminding her that she was capable, that she was in control. It wasn't just the goals themselves that mattered, but the process, setting a goal, working towards its achievement, and celebrating success. This ritual of self-recognition slowly but surely began to erode the walls of anxiety and doubt surrounding her. Each personal victory was a step towards a stronger, more confident version of herself. Over time, this series of successes brought about a profound change in Jade's perception of herself and her place in the world. She began to accept greater challenges, to see each new endeavor not as a potential source of anxiety, but as an opportunity to explore her limits, to push them, and to grow. Jade's story is a vibrant reminder that self-confidence is nurtured through recognition of our own accomplishments, no matter their size. It teaches us that every step forward, every goal achieved, is a celebration of our potential, and a cornerstone upon which we can build a future where anxiety and self-doubt no longer dictate our choices. Dear listeners, may Jade's journey inspire you to recognize and celebrate your own victories, to understand that self-confidence is built step by step, and that each small success is a step towards the most fulfilled and confident version of yourself. 5. Chloe's metamorphosis. Imagine Chloe, a young graphic designer with brilliant talent, standing at the crossroads of her own perception. Within her resided an ocean of creativity and innovation, but above, clouds of insecurity obscured her horizon. The imposter syndrome constantly whispering to her that she wasn't good enough, that she didn't deserve recognition for her work. Chloe's decision to enter a highly prestigious design competition was the first step towards her metamorphosis. Imagine the emotional turmoil of this endeavor, the fear mingled with excitement, the inner resistance she had to overcome to willingly put herself in such a vulnerable position. Every step of her participation in the competition, from designing her project to submitting her work, was a battle against her doubts, but also an opportunity to delve deeply into her creative essence, to reconnect with the passion that had initially drawn her to graphic design. The day Chloe was announced the winner, it wasn't just an affirmation of her talent in the eyes of the world. It was a resounding victory against the inner voices that had tried to diminish her. This reward wasn't just a trophy or a title. It was the tangible manifestation of her worth, a mirror reflecting the truth of her talent and passion that had always been present, but had been veiled by doubt. This experience was a catalyst for Chloe, teaching her that self-confidence is not found in the silence of our fears, but in the courage to confront them. She realized that her greatest obstacles were also her most powerful teachers, that every step outside her comfort zone was a step towards a more authentic and confident version of herself. Chloe not only transformed her career through this victory, but she also deeply changed her relationship with herself. She discovered that the key to self-confidence lies not in waiting for a moment without fear, but in the boldness to act despite it. Dear listeners, may Chloe's story inspire you to recognize and embrace your own talents, to confront your fears, and to realize that every challenge is an opportunity for growth and self-reaffirmation. Remember, it is in action, in the courage to show vulnerability and to dare, that true self-confidence is forged. 6. Gabriella's journey. Imagine Gabriella, an entrepreneur full of passion and ambition, but whose entrepreneurial journey was littered with obstacles and failures. With each new setback, the seeds of doubt took root a little deeper, threatening to drown her motivation and self-confidence. It was as if each failure left an indelible mark on her vision of her own worth and potential. However, Gabriella's participation in a workshop on business resilience marked a decisive turning point in her journey. Listening to the stories of those who had navigated through similar storms, who had been beaten but not broken, sparked a revelation within her. Gabriella began to perceive her own failures not as marks of incompetence, but as crucial steps on the path of learning and growth. Armed with this new perspective, Gabriella transformed her approach to challenges. Every obstacle encountered became an opportunity to learn, every mistake a lesson to be integrated. This approach slowly but surely began to bear fruit. Not only did she succeed in turning around the trajectory of her business, but she also became a beacon of inspiration for other entrepreneurs struggling through their own storms. Gabriella's transformation is a living testament to the power of resilience and the ability to forge unwavering confidence in adversity. It reminds us that self-confidence is not an innate gift, but a muscle that strengthens through challenges, failures, and most importantly, our ability to rise, learn, and move forward. Dear listeners, may Gabriella's story serve as a reminder to you that every failure carries within it the seeds of your next success. Self-confidence is built by embracing every experience, good or bad, by seeking the hidden lessons in adversity, and by remembering that our potential for growth and success is unlimited, as long as we keep faith in our journey and in ourselves. 7. Lucas's story. From corporate to sustainable farming. Lucas was successful in the corporate world, but he felt a lack of meaning and connection with his deep values. Lucas's story is an inspiring testament to courage and self-discovery. illustrating how aligning one's career with personal values can lead to profound and meaningful fulfillment. Lucas was a high-performing executive in a large technology firm, but over the years, he felt an increasing dissonance between his daily activities and his personal convictions. Despite the financial comfort and prestige associated with his role, he felt drained and disconnected, as if he were living someone else's life. Visits to his family farm, where he had spent many of his childhood summers, constantly reminded him of his roots and the importance of living a life that resonated with his values of sustainability and connection with nature. Lucas's decision to leave his job was not taken lightly. It involved significant financial and personal risks, and many of his colleagues and friends dissuaded him, citing economic uncertainty and the challenges of agriculture. However, inspired by stories from his grandfather and armed with a strong conviction in the importance of sustainability, Lucas finally made the bold decision to follow his heart. This phase of his life was marked by a range of emotions, from fear and anxiety to excitement and hope. Lucas started small, with just a few acres of land. He immersed himself in learning about organic farming, modern techniques, and sustainable practices. Each new success, whether it was his first sold harvest or establishing a local partnership with organic markets, reinforced his confidence in his new path. These early victories were crucial not only for his business, but also for his personal and professional confidence. Lucas's farm quickly became more than a source of income. It symbolized a return to environmentally respectful and responsible agricultural practices. By organizing workshops and farm tours, Lucas shared his commitment to a sustainable future with his community, inspiring others to think about the origin of their food and the impact of their consumption choices. His educational work reinforced his role as a community leader, making him a role model for future generations. Today, Lucas finds immense satisfaction in knowing he is living a life that not only respects his values but also contributes positively to society. He often shares that moving from initial fear to action was one of the most daunting yet rewarding challenges of his life. His story is a source of inspiration for those feeling trapped in careers that do not fit them, reminding us that change is possible, and following one's passions can lead to a deeply enriching and meaningful life. 8. Benoit's story. Overcoming dyslexia. Benoit, a young adult with dyslexia, had always struggled with reading and writing, affecting his confidence in his academic and professional abilities. Determined not to let this condition define his future, he embarked on a transformative journey. From childhood, Benoit found it difficult to keep up with his peers in reading and writing. At school, he often felt sidelined, and despite his parents' support, the stigma associated with dyslexia weighed heavily on his self-confidence. Casual remarks from teachers and mockery from other students only exacerbated his feelings of isolation and frustration. As he grew older, Benoit realized that if he did not want his dyslexia to define his future, he needed to take matters into his own hands. With his family's support, he sought out a learning specialist experienced with dyslexia. Together, they explored various methods and assistive technologies, such as text-to-speech software and spell-check programs, which helped him manage the most challenging aspects of his condition. Benoit committed himself fully to the personalized learning process. He spent hours practicing reading and writing, understanding his mistakes, and developing strategies to overcome them. Each small progress reinforced his confidence and affirmed his belief that he could exceed others' expectations of him. This perseverance proved crucial when he decided to sit for professional exams to advance his career. When Benoit successfully passed his professional exams, it was a moment of immense validation. Not only had he proven to everyone that he could succeed academically, but he had also demonstrated that his dyslexia was not an insurmountable barrier. Soon after, he received a promotion, a testament to his competence and his ability to make a significant contribution to his workplace. Empowered by his experience, Benoit became an active advocate for dyslexia awareness in his professional environment and beyond. He began organizing workshops and seminars to educate employers on how to support employees with learning disabilities. His commitment to helping others facing similar challenges not only transformed his own life, but also that of many others. Benoit's story resonates deeply because it shows that obstacles, no matter how daunting, can be overcome with determination and support. His journey is a powerful reminder that one's self-definition does not lie in the challenges encountered, but in how one chooses to confront them. By sharing his story, Benoit inspires those struggling with dyslexia and other challenges never to give up and always seek ways to turn obstacles into opportunities. 9. Natalie's story. Finding love after divorce. At 35, Natalie, a longtime librarian, saw her 10-year marriage come to an end, leaving her alone and uncertain about her ability to find love again. Natalie's story is an inspiring tale of emotional resilience and self-discovery after a significant personal loss. It illustrates how, even after a major upheaval like divorce, it is possible to find love and joy again. After 10 years of marriage, Natalie suddenly found herself alone. Her daily life and couple dreams shattered. The end of her marriage left her not only alone but filled with doubts about her personal worth and her capacity to be loved again. These emotions were exacerbated by the routine of loneliness that set in after her divorce, as she returned each night to a home that seemed too empty. Pushed by a caring friend who worried about her increasing isolation, Natalie made the courageous decision to re-engage socially. She started by joining a library book club, a natural choice given her passion for books. These weekly meetings became a source of comfort and camaraderie, allowing her to share her thoughts and interests with people who valued her ideas and company. As Natalie engaged in more activities, including cooking classes and hiking clubs, her confidence in her ability to form new friendships solidified. Each new relationship reinforced her belief that she had much to offer and was worthy of love and respect. These interactions also taught her that she could be happy and fulfilled outside of a romantic relationship, which was crucial for her personal growth. It was during a creative writing workshop, a new hobby she had decided to explore, that Natalie met Etienne, a widower who shared her love for literature and adventure. What began as a friendship based on common interests slowly transformed into something deeper. Natalie and Etienne discovered that they not only shared common passions, but also similar visions of life and love. Their relationship evolved naturally, helping them see that love could be found again, even after thinking it was lost forever. Natalie now uses her experience to encourage others going through similar life transitions. By sharing her story, she helps others see that after a loss, it is not only possible to find love and joy again, but also to rediscover oneself along the way. She embodies the power of resilience, openness to new experiences, and faith in the possibility of second starts. Natalie's story is a poignant reminder that the end of a relationship is not the end of the road. On the contrary, it can be the beginning of a journey toward deeper love and self-acceptance. The journeys of Benjamin, Gabriella, Jade, John, Sophie, Jack, and Chloe remind us of a universal truth. Self-confidence is the engine of life transformation. Each of their stories is a testimony to how confidence, once embraced and nurtured, can open doors to unexplored paths, transform passions into careers, and dreams into tangible realities. And you, dear listeners, where could self-confidence lead you? What transformations do you await to experience? If these stories have inspired you and you desire to deepen your own journey of self-confidence, I strongly encourage you to discover the book, The 7 Secrets to Boost Self-Confidence by Levy Holiday Greene. It could well be the guide you are seeking to unlock your full potential. You will find practical advice and exercises to strengthen your self-confidence and self-esteem. By relying on these principles, one can learn to redefine their self-perception, to value their successes, to learn from their mistakes, and to engage in a path of personal improvement. These secrets could be concrete steps to help you open your own doors, to remove the barriers you have erected, and to walk confidently towards your aspirations. The book, available in English under the title The 7 Secrets to Boost Self-Confidence by Levy Holiday Greene, exists in both paperback and Kindle formats. You will find it on Amazon, Barnes & Noble, Walmart, Costco, as well as several other online book-selling platforms. It is also possible to place an order directly with a sales advisor at your favorite physical bookstore. To get your book, simply click on the link in the description of this podcast, or visit the site linktree/Levy Holiday Greene. Don't wait to start transforming your life. The time is now. If you need more in-depth support, don't hesitate to complement the practices in the book, The 7 Secrets to Boost Self-Confidence by Levy Holiday Greene, with a consultation with a professional, such as a therapist, psychologist, or coach, to accompany you in your process of personal transformation. To go further, explore the Levy Holiday Greene shop for the self-development ebook, Boosting Self-Esteem, a practical guide to building better self-esteem. You can find it at https://buymecoffee.com/Levy Holiday Greene/extras. Feel free to like and share this podcast episode widely, and to comment on this episode. Subscribe to our YouTube channel. Levy Holiday Greene writes, "Thank you for sharing this moment with us. Keep in mind that self-confidence is not a destination, but a journey, and every small step is a step towards the most fulfilled version of yourself. Until our next meeting on Continuous Elevation, Beyond Self-Confidence, keep believing in yourself, dreaming big, and transforming your life. See you very soon."